I need to wash the pans by hand because I ran out of room like that. Okay. More than a week since I ran the dishwasher. I'm doing good. How are you? Try to. How much more I can fit in here, Mr. Dishwasher? I feel like that's just enough. It's probably too much, really. I can fit one more thing in here. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna start running the dishwasher, and then I guess I'll just wash the rest of the things, like the pan by hand. So anyway, my scrubber. Sit up straight, friend, in the dishwasher. All right. I'm gonna rip down the sides of the dishwasher a little bit. Sometimes you need to rub the sides of your dishwasher like to kind of clean it out, in my opinion. Well, that's just actuality. You definitely need to do that. Everybody should do that, ideally. Okay, so we have 1, 2 pods. And then it looks like the pods kind of leaked a little bit, so I'm not going to waste the soap that came out of the other pods. I'm going to put it in here so that it can add extra soap to the dishwasher. So I'm feeling extra like that today. So we're just going to do some extra stuff. And kind of just push it into the thing. Put the lid on. I'm going to go back to buying liquid detergent, which I already did, because I don't think these pods are all that. Like, people really like the pods. I just don't. And all they are, I thought about it, and I know people are going to say, this is not what they are. They're just like a little bit of powdered detergent with some liquid detergent. And don't get me to think that they're anything different. That's exactly what they are. Just look at it. Of course, they're going to make it seem more exciting, and I think they're kind of overbought, to be honest with you. I'm just not a fan of the liquid pod or even the powder pods. Just, I'll buy the liquid dish soap. Actually, before the Panini, I had my favorite kind of dish soap that I used to buy, and it was a really good one, actually, that I really, really liked. Well, you can buy dishwashing pods, and I tested them out because a lot of people were saying they really like them. So there's also pods for your dishwasher. But I personally won't ever buy them again because it's basically what you would buy either as powder or liquid dishwashing detergent. But it might be slightly more concentrated, maybe, perhaps, but I don't even think it is because I've done 2 little bags of pods. And the only reason I got them was because I was at the Dollar Tree and they were like on sale. But ordinarily, I wouldn't buy the pods. This is what I went back to. And this is what I've liked for a long time. I used to buy the Great Value brand because before the pandemic, for like $7.86 or something, you used to be able to buy this really good brand of like Great Value dishwashing detergent, which I think is just as good as Cascade. I actually think it was better than Cascade, but you can't find it anymore. So I bought this recently, and I'm just gonna go back to this. I love like the Citrus Beet Breeze Cascade. But yeah, I'm not gonna spend premium prices on dishwashing detergent or on laundry detergent like some people. Like, I don't know, like I felt like for a long time Tide had a cult behind it. I'm like, this is silly. It's literally laundry detergent. It's something that you're putting on your clothes to wash them, not to, like, I don't know. This is just my opinion. I'm gonna save money because I've always kind of been more like, I'm looking for value. I'm not gonna waste money on detergent. Come on, friends. It's the same thing. Then some people are like, but Tide is so much better. I know, I think it's just, and that's when they started locking things up a few years ago. Like one of the first things that they started locking up was Tide. I'm like, it's literally a Tide pod. People are stealing Tide detergent. I don't know, they're probably selling it online or something. And then they started locking up all the beauty products, and now even like at some of the grocery stores, they have like all the like, it's just crazy the things that people lock up. I'm like, this is ridiculous. And it makes me like not buy those things that often because I'm like, it's kind of a hassle. Like I'm not going to be like the person that presses the button 17 times. Like if they didn't come the first time, that's because they're busy, okay? So sometimes, like I used to go to CVS because not everything was locked up yet, but apparently, well, they had always had a problem with theft too. It's like, I don't know, shoplifters are bonkers. Like, why are you guys shoplifting? It's not cute, you know? Well, I think the reason they stole Tide, and it's weird, it's so weird, but it's, people pay a lot of money for Tide because they consider it like a premium laundry detergent. And there's like this, what I call the cult of Tide. But you know, they didn't even used to be that expensive. I remember when I was a kid, like Tide was not that crazy expensive, but I would say, I don't know, like 15 years ago, it just got really crazy expensive. And then it was like they were marketing themselves like as a premium laundry detergent. And then I think people were selling it or something. That's probably why they were stealing it. Like, it's weird though. But people shouldn't be shoplifting anyway. But of all things, Tide. And then it's always the weirdest stuff. And then you, I don't know. So I just am like, who has time to wait for them to push the button? But I do have I have a tip for you guys. Well, it might not work anymore, but if you need them to come when you're pushing the button, especially at Walmart, if you go to the family planning aisle and you push the button there, for some reason, the family planning aisle gets priority when the button is pushed. I don't know why. There must be some store policy. And I saw people doing that, and I noticed that the service lady would come. So I was like, I had pushed the button and I was waiting like for some sort of sunblock a while back for like not hours, maybe like 20 minutes. I was waiting. So then I just went over to the family planning aisle and I pushed the button and I told her, oh, you know what? I don't want this. I want that. She goes, oh, I'll have to go get somebody else, but it worked. But then after that, I was just like, if something's locked up, I'll just buy it on Amazon. But honestly, these days, I'm not even buying things on Amazon. I stopped doing Instacart. I stopped doing all that, really. I've just been, if I do go shopping, which I'm trying to limit, because I have a lot of food in my house, I'm really trying to limit, like, just grocery shopping all the time, because we know how expensive it is. I've been just trying to eat, like, this week, more of what's in my fridge. I did buy some food when I was at work for lunches and stuff, but yeah, I don't have a wig, so what are you talking about? Why is your personality not correct? Is there something wrong with you? Are you okay? Poor thing. This is actually my hair, like, and it's not crooked, it's just my hair. That makes no sense. My hair is perfectly parted down the middle. Oh, there's a lot blocked up here, but it's because we started having big problems with shoplifting or shoplifters. I didn't even know I got that bad, but maybe you don't live in Southern California. It's pretty pervasive, and people used to blame like the transient people for doing it, but it wasn't just them. It was like, actually there were people on TikTok that were making videos about how they didn't think it was a big deal that they had shoplifted from Target, and I'm like, that's gross. And these were people that were living fine. They could have paid for what they wanted to buy. It kind of sucks. Like, nobody is in desperate time. First off, I don't believe in shoplifting of any kind. I think it's wrong. I know some people will be like, oh, how could you do that? Like, how can you not like support people to do that? Because it's wrong to shoplift, period. Like, really, it is. Like, you can, if I can't afford something, I'm not going to buy it. It's that simple. Plus, you know, they say, oh, that you're hurting the corporation when you do that. But there's people in the store. But they can do whatever they want. But what I'm saying is I don't agree with it. That's it. Like, the thrill seekers, I don't agree with that because they're hurting people. Like, for me, I have a lot of respect. First off, if you don't own it, you shouldn't take it. That's the morality of it. Like, it's just not right. Like, and everybody knows that shoplifting is wrong to begin with, all right? And these people aren't stealing things because they're starving to death. Like, there's people that can afford to pay for the product. But the second thing is, you're hurting people that work in that store. Like all these workers, they have to deal with that. And, you know, you think it doesn't hurt them? Of course it does. So I don't like it, but whatever. People are going to do what they're going to do. It just makes me, like, go to the Dollar Tree or somewhere where you don't have to deal with that. Like, I would just buy the generic product because I'm like, I don't know, I'll go to Walmart sometimes, and I buy the things that are not prize like Tide anyway, but the sunblock really sucks that you have to wait for it to be unlocked, but whatever, it's fine. I just don't agree with it. But just because people get a thrill out of doing something, that doesn't make it right. People also get a thrill out of speeding, and there's a lot of things that people get a thrill out of, but if it's an action that could hurt other people or something that's just morally not right, like, you shouldn't be doing it. And that might sound like, oh no, like, but yeah, we should think about that. We shouldn't be doing things that can hurt other people or are not morally correct. If somebody's like really truly starving, by the way, they don't need to shoplift. Like, there are organizations that will give people food. And actually, a lot of people that could benefit from those, sometimes they won't even go to them because they give them food. And anyway, I'm not even going to get into it. Like, a lot of people go, a lot of people are grateful, but the people that are shoplifting, they're not starving to death. They're not doing it because they're, no. I just don't agree with it, and that's okay. Like, if you think it's cool, then maybe that's on you, but I don't know. Well, that might be one thing. Are you Italian? I mean, if the Italian people are cool with it, that's fine. I find it a little problematic. Besides, in Southern California, we have a lot of organizations that will help people. Salvation Army is one. There's a lot of cities that have plans that help unhousing people find housing. Like, there are literally organizations in my state, in Southern California, which, by the way, all the other states, they've been sending people to California. That's why there's so many homeless people here. Because you just ask them, like, where are you from? Oh, we were given a ticket from some other city, some other state, and they send them out here. But we have organizations that will help people get food and housing. So the people that are shoplifting, they're not starving. They want to get stuff for free, or maybe it's the thrill of it, like you're saying, or they're just selling it. But yeah, it's just kind of creepy, but whatever. I just always feel bad for the shop workers that have to deal with that, because nobody should have to deal with bad behavior. It's just not right. Plus, it ruins, like, it makes it awkward, because, like, when somebody does something like that, then it ruins, like, the shopping experience for other people that are there with their families. And just, I think just thinking about your actions and wanting to do the least amount of harm is, like, to me, important. Like, why would anybody want to do those things then? That's awesome. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I was just talking about the store, really. Ah, it's hot. Well, I have some things I have to do. Like, there is a video I'm going to edit for my other channel. And I just have some other paperwork stuff that I might be doing this evening. I feel like there's still stuff on the bottom of that pan. Scrub it enough. Ah. It has to shine like the Chrysler building. Oh, it's still not perfect. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep going on it. I have another channel called Julia's Hair Journey. So I don't review a lot of products, but I finally sent something. Like, I've reviewed a few things in the past. So I was sent this like hair product because I don't use a lot of heat on my hair. But I tried it out and I need to finish editing the video because I ended up like filming 48 minutes of footage and I need to edit it down a bit. And I used to do a lot more edited videos on both of my channels, but to be honest, like, I don't know what it is about edited content. I'm just not big on it. First off, because it takes a lot of time, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I never felt like my edited videos, like, some of them would take off, but they were just never like, there were videos like I spent a lot of time on, a lot of effort on. For me, like, they might not be Hollywood productions, but for me, they would like, I would spend so much time on these videos, and then it would just be another random video that I didn't really put that much time and effort into that would get the views. So I just don't make a lot of edited content. Like, I know a lot of people, that's like their bread and butter. But over time, I just kind of decided I like doing live streams and lives a little bit more. Just because they're more, I don't know, interactive, and they're just more of the moment, and they're just a little bit more like me. watching live streams too. Like from time to time, like some of them, I don't watch every single one under the sun, but there's a few on various topics I like. So there's nothing wrong with like edited videos. I still do edit, by the way, but more of my editing goes into like when I make shorts, like for my hair channel especially. I mean, some of the shorts that I do here are a little bit edited, but like with the hair channel, I sometimes have to put thought into it, and a lot of things I do, like I put thoughts into them. And here's my thought on this. And this is what I like to do with my content, and this is just how I content. Like everybody has their own style. I just, like somebody once said that you need to start doing things. Like there's some people, they would never film anything, they would never post anything until they thought it was perfect. But for me, I'm just like, okay, but what is perfect? Like there could be the best production of a movie in the world. There's always going to be someone who doesn't like it. So for me, I just like to do content for fun because it's just enjoyable. And it's like a way to share my thoughts and my opinions, you know, with the world. And I like to talk about cleaning, and I like to do cleaning live streams. And when I get around to it, I do art. I've never taught myself how to, I never took a course on editing. So basically everything I've ever done with editing, it's just trial and error. Like I would look things up. I have a couple of different editing programs I've used. Like I would say in 2017, I started using Movie Studio. And I would just look up things or look on their website, but I really don't like Movie Studio that much. Just because their customer service, like I bought this movie editing software. And the reason I bought that one was because of the time there were other like high-end ones that sounded great, but I didn't have like $300 to spend on video editing software. So I spent like $300 on a very basic one called Movie Studio. I think it's kind of like a subsidiary of Sony Movie Studio or something, but it's not even that great. And I didn't pay to upgrade it a couple of years ago, actually, so I'd have more like tools to use. But you know what I actually ended up really liking, and some people don't like, but I recommend, is CapCut, because CapCut is free and you can do like the software version online. But there's a lot of cool things you can do with the free version of CapCut that I thought blew Movie Studio out of the water. Like I'm sure maybe the higher end softwares. Oh, and I used to use iMovie actually. So I forgot to mention I used to use iMovie because I have iPhones, because I do a lot of my live streams on iPhone. But I just would, like, through trial and error, I'd look things up and I try to just figure things out on my own. But I've never like taken a video or videography editing course. I just look things up. Like there's videos online that teach you how to do it. And I'm just very much just like a fun hobbyist editor. Like my editing skills are just very, like they're for me, like to express myself creatively. I'm not saying like I'm a high-end editor, because I'm definitely not. I just find that I like to edit shorts a little bit more because they're easier. It's a shorter format, and I kind of just have an eye for what I want to share and do. So yeah, that's the way that I learned how to edit. Everybody has their own way. Brings the women out. My keep getting the losers. I think they begin to lose their paint or something after a while, because it just doesn't seem like it's the same. But this lemon squeezer, it's perfect. Like I know everybody's like, you need the high-end juicer and you need this and you need that appliance, but you know, I never spent a lot of money on high-end appliances. Like I kind of just am simple with all my appliances, because a knife, a cutting board, a basic, I don't want more appliances. I really do love my air fryer now. Like that one I use a lot. I think I like more than the oven. But I don't see the point in buying lots of appliances. Like people used to love crock pots. Like that was back in the days, people love crock pots, but I haven't even used my crock pot like over, I don't know, when was the last, I just don't use it. Like, I think people, air fryer is very elite. I love it. But the crock pot, I think if you eat meat, I don't eat meat. So for people who eat meat, I'm sure they like roast meat in there and stuff more. So I just feel like if you're a meat eater, maybe a crock pot makes more sense. But for me, I thought for a minute about buying an Instapot, but I decided not to do it because I'm like, okay, it takes more time to make rice on the stove and it takes more time to make beans. Okay, I had beans cooking for hours the other day when I made those beans that I pureed in one of the videos. Like, it took a long time to prepare those beans, don't get me wrong, but I don't see the point of buying another appliance just because it does something faster when I already have a stove that does the same thing. That's just my take on it. But yeah, so I might go edit my video. I need to do taxes too. Like, I need to go do that. So I need to get some paperwork together for that. I kind of put it off because I'm like, taxes are just not my favorite thing. And people get really fanatical about taxes. Like, I've done taxes online for years, but I guess a lot of people are still using the paper-based document, which there's like an online. Well, yeah, I guess a crock pot is good. Like, if you eat a lot of meat, I feel like you're probably making chicken, or because I used to eat chicken like over 15 years ago, or like a roast or something. Then I think, yeah, you would definitely be using a crock pot. But like for me, I don't eat those things, so I just keep an eye on it. Like, I'll do it in the middle of the night, like to cook, which I lost sleep the other night, don't get me wrong. But a crock pot is good for you if you don't want to have to keep an eye on something. For sure. I mean, that is a thought. I just try to keep an eye on things, so. But I could do, I actually did do beans in the crock pot one time. That's true. I made black beans in there before. So that is a thought. I could do it in there again. I never thought about that. That's a good point. I just haven't done it for a while. Floor a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I have a lot of little things that I need to attend to that I'm going to try to get going. And I will say homemade lemonade, I probably made it too strong, but it's good. I think I'm going to water it down a bit. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.